Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. I am here. Get your coffee, your tea, your water, your orange juice, and a little bit of me this morning. I am so excited to be here, you guys. Um, I hope that everybody had a wonderful evening. Good morning, Miss K. Good morning, beautiful. First off, I'm going to start off. If you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And so, my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful so the universe open up and pour out more blessings than you have room enough to receive. So, good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. I hope everybody having a wonderful day. And even if you woke up with some aches and pains like me, because it's raining here, but nonetheless, guess what? It's still spectacular. Good morning, cousin Nikki. Good morning, beautiful. How are you? Good morning. I got our affirmation for today, as well as a wild offering card and a card from the wisdom of the hidden realm. So, good morning, beautiful people. I hope everybody doing okay this morning. Um, the inevitable happens to us sometimes. And yesterday, I spent time. Good morning, brother. Good morning. How are you? Spent time talking with someone about the death. Um, and so sometimes we don't have those hard conversations, and I'm not really going to get into that a whole lot. But sometimes we don't have those hard conversations, even with our children. I talk to my children all the time about what I want after death and what I want them to do or whatever the case may be. But at the end of the day, sometimes we don't leave them with options. And I guess I'm saying this out loud to you guys because sometimes we have to put the thought into the process. So it was a young lady. Her mom passed, and she wanted a funeral, I guess, here and a funeral down south in Georgia, and she wants to be buried out there where the grandmother is. But you know what the funny thing is? She didn't have any insurance. No, and this is not, I'm not going out here telling people to go get insurance. What I'm telling you to do is, if those are the things that you want to do, don't leave it on your children to do stuff like that if you're not going to at least leave them prepared to do that, because nobody's going to go fund two funerals for you. Um, so, nonetheless, I was having a conversation with some young individuals about insurance or the lack of, or whatever the case may be. You don't have to have insurance if you are capable enough of just saving up the money. It's so funny because um, I keep using the little statement that my son did. Good morning, Miss Dow. Good morning, beautiful. My son said, hey, if you can put $10 a month to the side for 38, 35 months or whatever the case may be, you can, you guys can prepay for funerals, or you can prepay for a cremation. You can prepay for those things where, guess what, you don't have to continue to pay an insurance company every month or whatever the case may be. Yeah, this some of the stuff that, yeah, they don't enlighten us with. Just like term life policies are just term life policies. They're just policies to last long enough till you get on your feet. So they are 5-year, 10-year, 15-year policies. And then after that, they have taken all your money for all those years. And when you don't die, guess what? They get to drop you off. They got your money and they gone. That's the biggest scam ever. Look, I'm just saying, this morning, I don't know why they got me on here talking about this, but that's what happened to me yesterday. I was talking to people about insurance, and I don't know why, because I'm not an insurance salesman. I don't care what y'all do about insurance. It just happened to be the conversation. And so I decided to bring it on here to this live this morning because all too often we don't let people know what we want, or we let them know what we want and we're not sufficiently suffice with what we want. Like I said, this particular person wanted two funerals. She wanted to go back down south. She wanted to be with, but you don't got no insurance. And so you leave your kids messed up in the head because they want to honor your wishes. They want to do all of these things for you, but they can't do those things because you didn't leave them any money to be able to do those things. And now they're going to suffer with that. So I guess they just told me to have this quick conversation so that if you're thinking about that, like my granny used to tell me she wanted to be buried with some red drawers on and all kind of stuff. Yeah, that's between me and Granny. She know what's going down. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. I'm accepting them Cabbage Patch hugs because I am excited this morning. I got the boo boo stank off the school, and everything is already awesome for me. So I hope it's doing the same for you guys. Today, our affirmation says, I listen with love to my inner voice. I listen with love to my inner voice. Well, guess what? Remember when I talk about if it's coming from a loving spot, that's your intuition. So I listen with love to my inner voice. So you got the ego and you got your intuition. So when you listening with love, that's your intuition. When you cocky and boastful and ignorant and talking mess in your head and carrying on, that's your ego. So if you listen with your inner voice with love, that's using your intuition. So that's for the affirmation for today. I listen with love to my inner voice. Look, he said, don't forget the fishnet. I know, Darnell. I know, right? Let me tell you something. Right now, I can hear my granny laughing in my head. And so she said, y'all go ahead and tell them what happened, you guys. I'm going to shuffle the cards while I tell y'all what happened. So my granny talks so much stuff to me. And if you guys ever, any of y'all ever had a chance to meet her, baby, that's a triple OG right there. My granny was something else, okay? And my granny, I went to over her house to visit one day, and she was talking mess to me. about me not knowing. She told me, so you don't know what I be doing over here. And she pulled out this one piece. Good morning, Miss Wanda. Good morning, beautiful. She pulled out this one piece fishnet overall little thing with little crotch out, and it was holes right here, and I laughed so hard. And she was talking so much mess to me, you guys, that I told her, I said, when you die, I'm going to bury you in that right there. Because you think you, and I'm going to let all the church folks know exactly how you was. And the funny thing is that she called all the way to Texas to my mom and told my mom, don't let Teresa she over here talking. Let me tell you something. You guys, I had the honor of doing my grandmother's body. So we all wore fishnet stockings. Good morning, Miss Alex. Good morning, beautiful. Yeah, we all wore fishnet stockings because my granny did too. So you can imagine what she had on up under that beautiful. She was absolutely gorgeous. But baby, up under there, yep, I did exactly what I said I was gonna do. I did because I'm her first grandbaby and I ain't no liar. So I did it. So this is funny because they really on this love thing with you guys. It's a relationship. I know. Again, it says relationship, you guys. It says, I call in the infinite power of love. They telling you to listen with love to your inner voice. And so now it says, I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in a perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are already abundantly met. Relationships. And this is funny because when I think of this card, even if it may mean relationships for it may mean relationships as far as relationships for you guys, but for me it meant relationship, friendship. That's my portion of it. I'm not saying you guys, I'm just saying mine's was friendship. Allowing my friends to be just what they are and knowing that our relationship is in divine order. So I don't have to control every aspect of our friendship. Because we are abundantly together. And so mine, I didn't take relationship as a relationship, a couple. I took relationship as relationship with friendship with me. But it also may mean that particular thing for you guys. Let go of having control. What I do notice though is when people make you feel unwanted and unneeded and not, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to learn how to move around for real. Because we stay in relationships or we stay around people that make us feel unwanted and not supported, and I don't know. I'm guilty because I've done that. So I'm not talking to you guys as if I'm better than y'all because I've done it. I've been in a relationship where I have felt incomplete. I have felt as though I'm not acknowledged for the things that I do in a particular relationship. And if you are feeling that particular way in any type of relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a spouseship or whatever the case may be, hey, you don't have to learn how to move around. Because the whole thing is that everybody is adequate in their relationship. Everybody is adequate. And when you're made to feel less than, that means that you're being disrespected. And so that means that you need to learn how to move around. And all too often, and I guess, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen to men. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is more often it happens to women. We dummy down. We don't stand up for ourselves. We let somebody else take the lead for our life. No, your life is yours. When you stand in front of the king and he asks you the question, what did you do with your life? There's nobody else standing there but you, sweetheart. And so you take the lead for your life. And see, that's what I'm saying. If you're not feeling respected, protected, and all of those things, then you have to learn how to move around. And I guess, um, like I said, that's not me just saying it, is me knowing it because I've been in that particular spot. And it's so funny. I guess I'm gonna tell you guys, over the weekend I had a whole little episode. I had to do something for that husband guy, and um, talking to him triggered me. But the funny thing is that I use all them tools that I tell you guys about, because when I got triggered, you know what happened? I stopped and I told him about it. I said, listen, you know what? Me talking to you on the phone, you trigger me. You and your ignorance and all the stuff that be going on, you trigger me. And so therefore, I let him know the moment that he triggered me and what was triggering me and what was going on. So guess what? It helped me to move through the emotion. I don't care how he felt about it because he was dumping garbage on me anyways. What I cared about is how I felt about it and how I was going to get him up off of me. Go ahead on. I don't want that garbage. You see what I'm saying? Ha, look at there. There we go again. I got you, Alex. Tito's, Taco Trust, and Turnaround, Truthful Thursday, Tuesday. I got you. That's right, Miss Wanda. And so, if we're in relationships that make us feel incomplete, unwhole, unworthy, you gotta unloose that particular relationship, and that's friendships. That's, like I said, those are any type of relationship, kids, parents, whatever it is. I'm not ashamed to sit here and tell you guys that y'all, I done been with somebody that y'all, he didn't appreciate what we had. And maybe I've been that to other people. I'm not really sure. Maybe I haven't been exactly what they wanted. But I want to encourage you this morning, when you're not getting what you want and when you're not getting what you need in any relationship, that means, hey, my relationship with my brother. If my brother was the type of person that stabbed me in my back, do you think that I would be? Do you think we can't? I got family members that they know that I ain't gonna never speak to again because that relationship has been severed, because I can't do that with you. I can't do that. You're not going to take away from me. You're not going to make me feel incomplete. And the more that I do to you, the more you slap me in my face. I don't take slaps very well. I'm sorry. And so stop letting people make you feel incomplete because they don't completely love you. Because if they did, they wouldn't do those things to you. They wouldn't make you feel like that. And we ain't gonna jump off into people being narcissistic and all of that because y'all already know about all of that stuff. I'm just here to encourage you to not let people step on you like a stepping stone, because that's not what you're here for. We're here to help people, but not to be used and misused. So you don't have control over the relationship. You have control over yourself, but you do have control over how you allow people to treat you. Ain't that something? So, I am feeling absolutely wonderful today. I hope you guys are getting up and getting this terrific Tuesday. And Tito's is something else. Good morning. The Tito's is something else. I mess around and get some Tito's today. I might not be live tomorrow. I'm waiting on y'all spectacular September, you guys. So whenever something happens this month, when it's spectacular, when it hits you like a light and it be like, bing, that's spectacular. I want you to come on here and tell me about that, okay? Because something spectacular is going to happen for each one of you guys this month. I promise you, it is. I want you to notice it, though. It's going to be something that you asked for. It's going to be something that you wanted. It's going to be something that you're doing that, hey, it's going to be like, bing, I did that. And when that happens, I need you to come on here and tell us about it. Be like, hey, you know what? I've been waiting on this and waiting on this, but I guess what? I finally got what I was looking for. They finally gave it to me. It's already right here. Because guess what? I promise you before the end of the month, I'm going to have something spectacular for you guys. I'm working on it. I tell you, I'm working on it. I'm working. And they ain't going to make no liar out of me because you guys, they play too much. So the card was the Diamond Dreamer. As I'm running my mouth, it says the Diamond Dreamer. Look at there. It says material wealth, true prosperity. So as I'm running my mouth, talking about how spectacular September is going to be for not just me, but for you guys too, because something is going to happen great. And you guys are going to be able to tell one thing. I ain't saying you looking for some super, I can't say that word, super califragilistic, expialidocious. It ain't going to happen. Look at there. Look, that's what I'm talking about. Just that one little thing. And it may be something else because guess what? The money ain't over for you, Nikki. The money ain't over. But one particular thing, here it is. She done got her some business cards. So that's one thing that she worked towards and she didn't got and she's proud of. But with the work that she been doing, here go the spectacular part for September. So you guys can catch it. Thank you, Nikki, for helping me out, beautiful. My hours. I found out that my hours will be increasing within the next couple of months. You hear that? You hear that? More money. More. You see what I'm saying? Something is going to be more. More. That's it. That's spectacular. That is spectacular. Right there. More. It said material wealth, true prosperity, because that's going to bring her not just material wealth, she's going to get some more prosperity from that because it's going to give her some more ideas on how it's going to help with her business as well as, okay, she got it going on. We got it going on. So the card is the Diamond Dreamer. Let's get it. Ha ha. It says, when the diamond dreamer arrives, he represents the successful manifestation of the unseen into the material. Y'all hear that? He represents the successful manifestation of the unseen into the material world. So that means that he represents manifesting dreams, the stuff that you got going on, the stuff that you be thinking about, the stuff that you want to happen. He is manifesting dreams into reality. Be sure you truly want what you think you desire. You hear that? Remember, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. It says, be sure that you truly want what you think you desire. For this ally will commit to getting it for you. They will get it for you. Do you understand that? So if you ask them, if you say, hey, this is what I want, they're going to commit to getting that for you. Here we go again. I'm asking, and I've asked continuously for a way to get to Arizona. They continuously are working to get me where I want to be at. You get what I'm saying? So the moment is right now. All manner of conditions will flow around you. And that's absolutely what's happening, because I get up and I move and I do research and I'm looking for the particular thing. And guess what? When I see what I'm looking for, the light bulb go off. They be like, yep, take note of that place right there. Take note of this little thing right here, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to have to revisit that thing, because now I'm starting to look at housing and building a house, and how, I'm stepping on uncharted territory. That's what I told you about your train going real fast. When you start moving, it started picking up momentum so that you can get what you want. All manners will flow around you. Messages from the Spirit will serve to guide you towards achieving your heart's desire. So when you see, like I told you, I could be talking about something pop up. Here it is. I told you in my email, I get the thing about building the little cabin or whatever the case may be. They say, hey, those little things, you pick those little things out, and I have to take note of those things, because all of those things are going to be stepping stones in the journey that I'm trying to get to. I'm online looking at barn dominiums. I'm online looking at container homes. I'm online looking at tiny houses. I'm online trying to figure out how I'm going to get some housing onto the land, and I'm trying to purchase what I'm trying to do over here. Get what I'm saying? But all of that is going to be in divine order. All I got to do is keep moving in that direction, because that's what I want. And they're going to give me what I want because I asked for it. And because I deserve it. And because I'm moving towards it. And so I got faith that they are going to do exactly what they said they're going to do. It says, if you want a house, you'll be led to it. And I didn't read that first. It says, if you want a house, you will be led to it. How did I tell y'all guys I got this house? I was sitting here. I had passed this house up 20 times on the line. I had been scrolling past it on the land bank. I wasn't even thinking about this house. The whole front porch was collapsed in. And guess what? I wanted a house, and they took me right back to it. Guess when they took me back to it? On my birthday. Right back to it. Here you go. It was on sale on my birthday. Do y'all not look at the divine? Do you not see that? Hey, they was like, I'm going to give you what you want. All the other houses that I had bidded on, people had outbidded me. They had outbidded me for the house. And look what happened. I ended up with a home for $1,400, you guys. I'm going to say it again. I ended up with a home for $1,400, you guys. Y'all probably have to put work in it. I had to do some things to it. But guess what? It's mine. It's mine. For $1,400. So it said, if you want a home, they're gonna lead you right to it. If your priority is a new job with the right continual steps, you will achieve this. So all you got to do is keep moving forward. You didn't told them what you wanted, so all you got to do is keep moving on that thing. If you desire a more harmonious relationship, the measures needed to create this will be obvious. A harmonious relationship is a relationship where both parties respect one another, though. You got to know that first. You can't have a harmonious relationship and somebody is disrespectful or somebody doesn't care about how you feel about a particular thing. That's not harmonious. That's toxic. I'm just telling you. It says a project finally pays off. Material gain and positive financial shifts may also be on the way. You will indeed see the tangible results of your ambition. So they said, guess what? Those seeds that you planted, good morning, beautiful. How are you? Those seeds that you planted, the stuff that you put out here, you're finally going to start to see some product from that. So if you didn't spend any money or you didn't do anything to work on your business, how are you going to see something come back from that? You have to put in the energy. You got to put in the work in order to see anything come out of something. You can start it. You can watch me. You can watch me start something. And if I don't keep doing it, guess what happens? It fails. It won't go through because I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not putting any energy towards it. It says the Diamond Dreamer also serves to guide you to the appropriate choices so that the unseen is awakened to move mountains on your behalf. Positive communication is now possible in all your relationships. Did you hear that? Positive communication is now open in all your relationships. You want to know why? Because you're able to communicate without hooping and hollering. You're able to communicate without throwing yourself out of character. And I'm talking about that because I used to be a hollerer. I used to talk to people and I used to scream in their face. I swear. You make me mad. I used to act a fool. I don't have the energy for that anymore. I had to realize that hollering didn't mean that I was right or wrong. It just mean I was louder than the person that I was talking to. It wasn't going to make them understand me more or less. It just meant that I was louder than the person that I was talking to. And I was trying to overtalk them because I didn't want to hear what they were saying anyway. Proper communication is something that a lot of people lack. And so I encourage that all the time. Relationships, friendships, spouseships, whatever ship you want to call it. Kinship, kidship, I don't care. Communication is always the key. Because if you're not talking, you're going to have some misunderstandings. And so, on this terrific Tito's Taco Tuesday, and we're going to be thankful and grateful for everything that we have. We're going to come from a spot of love, and we're going to listen to ourselves with love. Because we are the most important person. When we get ourselves together, guess what? Stuff started to shine for us. We start to work things out. So work on you. If you put all the energy that you put into helping everybody else, and you put even 60% of that into yourself, you're going to be better, which is going to make other people better. You can't make other people better if you ain't better. So listen to your inner voice, which is your inner intuition. When you listen with love, and as well as relationships, and that don't mean relationships as far as you sleeping with people, it mean relationships, period. Know that you got to let go. And you got to believe what you see in people. We have a hard time with that too. If I showed you the crack of my tail, would you not believe that I was an asshole? Or what is it that it takes for you to believe that? I don't understand. Somebody said something to me the other day. They was like, I can't understand women that get beat because I don't want anybody to hit on me, but and you don't understand the mentality because you've never been there before. Maybe they've watched their mother get beat before. And maybe they think that that's a part of a relationship. That's why I said we judge people sometimes so quickly And we don't know. We don't know that they don't they don't know that, hey, this is not the way that women are supposed to be treated. This is not the way that somebody is supposed to do something to you. They may not know that because they may grew up in a household where this was the thing. Their dad maybe never loved, but he was a butthole. He beat their mom, beat them, whatever. And then they get into relationships and they think that this is the way their relationships go because this is the way I was taught. And sometimes we get caught up in that little thing and we think women being sometimes we think we can fix people. If I give them, if I love them so much, if I love them more than what their mom or their dad loved them, if I show them that I never leave them or whatever the case may be, guess what? They'll change, they'll be fine. That's their demon to deal with. That's not yours, sweetheart. That's not your demon. That was something that was created in them, and that's something that they have to deal with. Because guess what? You probably didn't grow up in a household where you seen fighting in the house and blah, 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 this and this. And so you're not accepting of that. And you don't have to accept that to love somebody. That's not love. So it's hard out here trying to be non-judgmental and all kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I mean, if you just do what's right for you, your family, you'll start to feel better. Things will get better. Your intuition will be even loving. It won't be so hard. It won't be so judgmental towards people. You'll start to see exactly what they're going through and you won't judge them. You'll just look and you'll feel sorry. You'll be like, I used to be there, or I used to see that, or I used to. And if they're willing and they're able and they'll let you talk to them, then you'll open up and you'll give them some wisdom. But if they don't, you'll pray for them and you'll keep moving. Because you'll remember that, guess what? I used to be in that spot too. So go out. Have a terrific Tuesday. Because y'all got some material wealth. Y'all starting to pick that the season changing. So it's time to pick this stuff up anyways. The flowers and all of that stuff. So it's time to get all that. Miss Wanda, I love you so very much. So this morning, I want you guys to be terrific. You guys are great. Those relationships that's not working for you, you go ahead and you drop them. You let it go. Because guess what? When you stop holding on, a lot of times the people that you holding on to, they'll stop holding on to. Have you ever noticed if you stop calling somebody, they'll stop calling too? I'm just saying. Go out, be great. This is a terrific Tuesday. So whether you have Tito's or tacos, it's going to be great because you guys are amazing. I love you guys so very much, and I only want the best for y'all. So go out and be the best version of yourself today. Create relationships that are lasting, that people that care about you, that want to see only the best for you. And if that's not what's going on, move around. They didn't say I'm stuck with you. You're not stuck with anything. And if peace is not conducive in your life, then you move around till you find the peace that you need. So I love you guys so very much. Thank you for tuning in for the card of the day. If it's the universe's will, I will definitely be here tomorrow to see you guys in the morning. Hump day is tomorrow. So let's get it, you guys. I love you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.